And we are live here on the 10-7 show with Tara Goose and myself. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, y'all.
What's up, y'all?
It's a beautiful day here in the Northeast. I can still look outside and see the sun and see the sights and all that good stuff.
I know it stays light outside so much longer.
I love this time of year. As of right now, the Phillies, for those that care, are 3-0 and on pace to win 162 games this year.
Really?
Yeah,
cool.
Because they undefeated. They haven't lost yet. So
okay, never lost.
If they don't lose at all,
that's awesome.
If they keep this up, they'll win 162 games this year.
Wow.
Does that mean they're going to go to the World Series?
They better if they win 162 games. If they don't, that means that they lost something.
Something rigged.
But welcome back to the 10-7 show, y'all. It is
Easter
7 o'clock. It's Easter Sunday. For those that celebrate Easter, it's Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to you. But like I like to start off every show, I like to ask everybody how they've been. So how y'all been since? Was it last week? We were on we were on last week.
Yeah.
How y'all been?
We've been good. It was spring break week for the kids, so all the alarms were turned off. It was
yes.
Yeah. Started putting my gazebo up yesterday.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm excited. We're gonna have to do a show outside.
Oh, definitely.
We already had envisioned it.
Matter of fact, I'm waiting for my rug to be delivered.
I know that's right. Backyard again.
Yep.
How about you,
Sketch Pro? Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Sketch Pro Studios. Happy Easter to you. How about me? What?
How you been?
I've been good, chilling.
Chilling.
It really ain't, but so much to do still.
Exactly.
Right.
All around the world's the same song.
Hey, Sheena.
Yep. Hey, Sheena.
Yep. Same song. Oh well.
So did y'all hear me chewing that? I totally forgot my mic was free.
What were you eating?
A Halls.
Oh no, I didn't hear it. I don't know if anybody else heard, but I didn't hear anything. I think you're good. So.
All right.
Well, how have you been? Because you ain't answered again.
Oh, I've been good.
We've all been well, thank God.
Yep.
All right. Well, with all that being said, since everybody's so talkative today, I'll make everybody shut up and I'll just say it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show, and y'all know what part of the show that is. Of course, that's the Would You Rather portion of the show, brought to you by the Friday Vibes Morning Show. Make sure you check out the Friday Vibes Morning Show on newtwistradio.com every Friday morning starting at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right.
So, would you rather? Who has the would you rathers? Because
I do.
Tara has
I do. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. Would you rather have the police hunting you for a murder you didn't commit, or a psychopathic clown hunting you?
A psychopathic clown.
Yeah, the psychopathic clown.
Psychopathic clown.
I mean, I think that's kind of easy for all of us.
Psychopathic clown.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't be like, what was his name? The Fugitive.
Oh,
yeah.
Every house.
Yeah, I
want
to check every house, in-house, doghouse, in-house.
Mm-hmm.
Once it becomes a hunt, you're less likely to survive it.
Exactly.
Okay.
I said whole house. He didn't say
oh my God.
Oh my God, Justin.
Them houses count too.
Who's got to eat?
All right.
Ready for the next one?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that one was quick.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because y'all are like, psychopathic clown. I don't know about that, y'all. All right.
Hey, we all black. She's hunting us down.
All right. Would you rather have someone impersonating you and doing really amazing things that you get the credit for, or find money hidden in weird places all around your house every day, but you can't figure out where the money comes from or how it keeps getting there?
Give me the money.
Show me the money.
Money, absolutely.
Show me the money.
Yeah, give me the money. What was the first one though?
What?
Would you rather have someone impersonating you and doing really amazing things that you get the credit for?
Oh, but no money.
No money.
No money. Oh, well, give me the money.
Give me the money. I take the money.
I don't need the credit. Give me the money
myself.
Exactly.
Now I have the money and the credit.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Moving right along.
Any more? No more?
That was it. I only had
That
2.
was it.
Okay.
I'm waiting for this exclusive Dear 10-7.
Yeah, that Justin
Oh,
got.
you have, and you have, right?
We all have one. Yeah, but
Oh, okay.
Justin, I think, came directly to Justin.
Right, but I'm talking about the one you said you wasn't going to tell anybody about until.
Oh, yeah, the one that I didn't want to tell y'all about, I have, yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to see y'all's reaction. It's kind of long, too, but whatever. Go ahead.
Right.
Well, hold on. Keep on talking because I got to pull it.
I'm gonna say I'll go first.
Right.
Okay.
I gotta
right.
continue the banter.
Dear 10-7, my 21-year-old daughter is a beautiful, smart, and funny, half black, half white young lady. She also has a very unique name that I can't share for obvious reasons, but it's an ethnic name from my husband's home country. It can be a difficult name to pronounce if you've never seen it before, but once you've heard it, if you've never seen it, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But once you've heard it a few times, it simply rolls off the tongue. Okay. So here's the problem. She broke up with her longtime boyfriend and started dating a new guy last month, and she really likes him. But I overheard him call my daughter Sarah. When I confronted my daughter about it, she said that he does it because her name is too difficult for him to pronounce. So he decided to give her a nickname that starts with S, as her real name does. Just to be clear, her name sounds nothing like Sarah. It just starts with the same letter. She doesn't think it's a big deal, but I'm completely outraged by this. Am I wrong? If I'm not wrong, how can I get it through to her that it's disrespectful? Her new boyfriend is white, and I'm worried that this is some sort of fetishization thing.
Oh, okay.
If your daughter don't care.
Well, I don't know if it's disrespectful, but like, how hard is it? Like she said, if you hear it enough times.
No, I understand.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But she has a new boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And how old? She said she's 21.
Yeah, she's young.
You've been calling this girl this name for 21 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Maybe this dude has been calling her this name for 21 days.
Oh, this was her daughter's boyfriend.
The daughter's new boyfriend. Yes. Okay. So the daughter has an ethnic name from her. So I think mom is white, dad is black. She said it's from dad.
She said he can't say the name, or
he said it's difficult to pronounce. It's
difficult to pronounce.
So he gave her a nickname.
So he calls her Sarah. Her name starts with an S.
And is he not of the same? Does he not come from the same culture?
No. He's Caucasian. The daughter is mixed race, so I think her father may be African because
I'm definitely letting my feelings be felt about my displeasure with this guy calling my daughter this name that's not hers.
Right.
Yeah. If it's a pet name, different. Y'all, if that's something y'all agreed upon, cool. But I'm going to voice my displeasure now. That don't mean a hill of beans for real, but I'm just letting you know how I feel about it, that I'm voicing the displeasure.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, pretty much you was, to me, what I'm hearing is, oh yeah, I can't say that, so I'm just gonna call you Sarah.
That's not what I heard. I heard it was difficult for him to pronounce. I didn't hear that he wasn't trying. But this is what I'm gonna say.
If her name doesn't sound anything like Sarah, and he's calling her
Sarah,
he's not trying.
He's not.
Right.
This is what I'm gonna say. Call him up. Don't call him by his name. He come to visit. Refer to him as Jack. You talk to your daughter about him. Say, "Hey, how Jack doing?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? They don't need to be outraged.
That'd be fun too.
Call him Tavon.
Be like, "Hey, Hakeem."
Deshaun. Yeah. Every time you come over,
you dig what I'm saying?
Yep. So it's really that simple.
That's a waste, especially if your daughter don't care, because now you mad and your daughter loving the action.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Because if she cared enough, she'd either correct him every time and have him practice, or she wouldn't mess with him.
Yeah. If it gets on her nerves enough, eventually she'll say something or she'll stop dating him.
All right.
So. All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. Mine is short.
Okay.
All right. I have to kind of fill some things in to protect the innocent. So,
The don't.
I married after 3 months of dating my military husband. Her husband is in the military. She married him after 3 months of dating. Okay. She's young. She's in her mid-20s. Okay. He was previously in an on-again, off-again relationship that lasted about 8 years, during which she had a baby with another man.
Okay.
I believe my husband is still in love with her. After constantly asking him, he says he just wishes her well and he doesn't have any romantic feelings. I'm not sure what to do, and I just keep overthinking it. Any thoughts, y'all?
So she thinks her new husband is in love with his ex.
Yeah,
Is still in love
with his ex.
Okay.
She didn't give a lot of particulars there. Then, I mean, I don't really have anything to go.
Oh yeah, Scotch Pro. I appreciate it.
I agree with you. I mean, he must be exhibiting some type of behavior that's leading her to think that, or she could definitely be overthinking it. Maybe she's a little jealous.
Or maybe she should have waited longer than 3 months.
Right, before she married him.
Yeah, you feel like, am I the rebound?
Right. I mean, typically you don't marry the rebound, but you just never know. But I mean, it could. I mean, she didn't give us enough detail for me to be like, oh yeah, he still loves her.
I mean, but you also have to think about the other side of the coin. Like, even if he is still in love with her, if his ex don't want nothing to do with him, then that still leaves him with you.
Yeah.
But he not gonna like deeply. He don't really want me, and that's like
you can play your part.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing. If she don't want him, you might as well put everything you got into this lady that you married, because there's nothing jumping on the other side.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, he married her. You know what I mean? So I mean, you if you have this feeling of, he's still in love with her, that's deep. Like, the thing that he's still in love with her. That's a lot, man. Let me tell you right now, if I'm a guy whose lady had a baby by another dude while we was together, come on, man. I don't know if I'm getting married to somebody else and still being in love with you.
That would have
While they were in their on again, off again relationship,
she had a baby.
She had a baby by another guy.
Yeah. So that may be what was giving her pause too. Like, oh well, I did have another baby. I had a baby while we were apart. So what else? What was he doing while we were apart?
No. His ex-girlfriend had a baby.
Yeah, the ex, guy. Right. It wasn't
the one that she thinks he still loves.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
and they're on again.
Right. Let it go, baby. Let it go. It's a wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't. I think maybe your insecurity needs to be brought down a peck or two. No, you're fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it again. Maybe.
And like I said, she's
married him after 3 months.
Right.
Well, there's that.
Should have learned a little bit more.
All right,
okay. No, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Which are you going to do? The one at the top?
I'm not sure what order I sent them to you in, but so
she'll go.
I'll go and then you read the one that I.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry, y'all.
All right, dear 10-7. I found out a month ago that my wife has been sleeping with a plethora of men that she's met on a dating app.
Plethora?
That means many.
I know. That's what I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Her profile says she's single and that she also has a college degree, neither which is true. She told me she's in love with another man. After I spoke to the man's wife, who did not know, she explained that her husband had cheated on her before and was living in their basement. She also said they have 5 children together and just declared bankruptcy. My wife was serious when she told me she's madly in love with him, missed him, and wanted a future with this man. A future with this man who's bankrupt with a wife and 5 kids.
Live in the basement with the wall.
I uncovered her discretions about a month ago. Sorry. When I found when I found all the evidence on her cell phone. That night, I asked her to leave, and she did. I thought she was going to her parents' house, but I'm not sure where she went that night. I think she had a lot of options. We have 2 sons, ages 12 and 14, and I informed them that their mother has been cheating on me. That's a lot to bring the kids into.
Yeah, that's
and that we're getting a
over
divorce.
the line.
Yeah.
What you think? They not gonna know where the hell is mommy?
In front of the kids. Wait, it gets better. Oh, that's why I say
Okay.
no, this gets better. In front of the kids, she pulled a butcher knife on me and threatened me because she wanted her phone. My 14-year-old son had to disarm her.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's why they shouldn't.
Right. I was completely blindsided by everything that has happened. The boys live with me because of the continuity in their lives in school. I have gotten them therapy as well as confided with their principal to see the school psychologist. My grieving emotions swing between anger and depression. I am praying I finally reach acceptance. So it's like the 5 stages of death and dying, I guess.
Okay.
She pretended everything was okay in front of the boys. She took them out to dinner and asked if I wanted to join them. I declined because I didn't want to confuse the boys anymore. After being with her for 20 years and 12 years of marriage, the last thing I said to her before she left was, I have no idea who you are. I have been doing good by my sons, but I can see the depression in their faces. I don't know anyone who has experienced something this crazy, and I too am getting therapy. How do I get past this? How do I stay strong to get through my divorce? And most importantly, how do I make sure my sons will be okay? Wait, this gets weird.
Damn, there's more?
That's why I said this shit was deep. Does she have multiple personality disorder? Well, we can't answer that because we're not therapists. My therapist told me to stop trying to understand craziness. That she said, we don't even understand crazy. We only recognize it. Wow. So he's saying, help. What do I do to bring normalcy back to me and my sons and get to that acceptance stage where whatever or whoever she becomes indifferent or irrelevant to me?
Well, first, you need to make sure that your sons know that it's not their fault. They didn't do anything.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? That hindsight being 2020, obviously, I made a mistake 20 years ago. And he also needs to realize that beyond that, deciding to date her and marry her is not his fault.
No, it's not. And you know what? I wanted to say something because when I was reading this, guys, he said that they've been together 20 years. They've been married for 12. Their oldest is 14. Their youngest is 12. So I'm wondering if that was a situation where, like, maybe she was like, are we ever going to get married? We have these kids now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe just because you have kids with somebody doesn't mean you need to marry them.
But why you gotta be a hoe? You want to be a hoe?
Don't
say
get
I
married.
Want to leave. Or if you're married, say, you know what? I just want to leave. I think I have whole tendencies. I feel them coming on. Before I speed on you, I'm just gonna leave.
I feel them coming on.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a good thing that he has the kids in therapy and that he's in therapy, but I don't know what to tell you. So eventually you will get to the stage where you're accepting of what happens. It's just that's how it goes.
Hopefully you called the law when she pulled the knife on you, because now you need to document all these things.
Well, yeah, because
y'all going to court, divorce, and all that.
Yeah.
So just make sure you got paperwork.
Yeah.
I think she just wanted to have her cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
She had them kids. She wanted somebody that was going to make a home for her, help her take care of the kids while she still did her thing.
Yeah.
Some people are just selfish like that.
Yeah. Well, I wish you well.
She's a hoe. You know she's a hoe.
Oh Lord. I don't see the other one on here. I was following.
All right, hold on, Tyra.
So we can just go ahead to
all right, it's up to you. I mean, I texted it to you earlier, so if you want, I texted to you earlier. The 40-year-old in quarantine. Do you see that?
Hold on. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
All right. Dear 10-7, I am 40. During the quarantine, I got pregnant by someone I was just starting to know. I didn't think I was able to have any more kids. My daughter is now 12, and suddenly here I am pregnant. I don't love the father. In fact, I'm pretty sure he loves someone else. Nonetheless, we ended up getting married for insurance purposes. This sounds like the prelude to the last letter. A few months ago, I found out he fathered a child with his uncle's wife. Oh, nasty.
Yo, he's his own cousin's. He's his own cousin's dad. Yeah.
Yo, y'all realize this is probably somebody that's in our group.
Cousin Paul. Cousin Paul.
It's probably somebody in our group, y'all.
He is over here.
Hey, cousin dad.
Yo, he got he's his own cousin's pops.
We are so
All right, babe, you out of control.
I'm sorry.
All right,
If y'all out there listening from West Virginia, check in.
It's people from West Virginia in this group. Don't say that. Good
Hey,
Lord.
they ain't their own cousin dad. I think.
All right. A few months ago, I found out he fathered a child with his uncle's wife.
Shoot.
It eats me up inside, and I can't move past that. What kind of person does that? He was never acknowledged as the father, and the mom didn't want him around because she is still married to his uncle. Good Lord.
I'm confused now.
Yeah. Well,
I'm confused.
I am now close to my due date. I don't know how I can make this work, or if I even should. I raised my daughter alone because her dad was abusive. So being a single parent is nothing new for me. Him getting involved with his aunt, to me, is that morally wrong? And I will never think that is acceptable. Help me decide what to do. Pregnant and confused.
Well,
you confused like a mud.
Co-parent. You don't have to. You don't have to get married to somebody to co-parent.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
So she's pregnant by her. Wait a minute.
She's pregnant by a guy.
A dude that's not her husband. Okay.
No, she's not married. She's single. She met this guy during quarantine and got pregnant by him.
I thought somewhere you said
he
she was married.
slept with his aunt, his uncle's wife.
Right.
So yeah, you don't have to continue a relationship with this dude.
No.
Parent, and then your kid can have an opportunity to play with their cousin, brother, or sister.
No.
Nick, you said cousin, brother, sister.
Yes, he did.
That's like Uncle Grandpa.
Brother, husband.
You know, so, and this is the other thing.
Oh man.
If he crossed that line and had sex with his uncle's wife, what other barriers will he cross?
Yeah.
What other barriers will he break?
Yeah.
So you're not even head down that road.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fruitcake. Yeah. So
that's so gross.
I
mean, I don't know where you are in your pregnancy, but that decision is totally yours.
Yeah.
She didn't say. It seems like she's trying to decide whether or not she should continue to be a single mom, or I don't know. But that decision.
Yeah, no, so I mean, like I said, he's a co-parent because if he's the dad and he has rights, so.
Yo, you think?
But I mean, God, you're having, and you got a little girl. Like, what if he like young girls or something? I mean, them type of people got
his uncle's wife. That's probably an old person.
Yeah. I know, but he could have a fetish for little girls. I mean, I just would never see anybody like that.
People have aunts and uncles that are close to their age. People have aunts that are younger than them. So you don't know. We don't know how old.
What you think his cousin's son called him? Dad or like John?
He probably doesn't know he's his father.
He doesn't.
The wife is not going to
because the aunt is still with the uncle. So clearly that secret has not been exposed yet. I wish you would.
Goodness.
I would just.
That's going to be an interesting conversation 150 years from now on Ancestry.
If he ever needs a blood transfusion.
Yeah, because see, that's what's going to mess up the Ancestry.
The Ancestry.com is going to be all confused on
doing that stuff.
It's going to
don't Uncle Clarence's son look like John?
It's going to be a lot of buffering on that.
Yeah, I'm not your daddy. I'm your grandpa.
Better not tell nobody but God.
Okay.
Feel your mama.
Is there
No.
anymore.
No, that's it. So we're gonna go into our
Whew, man.
we got couple of celebrity topics that's been in the news.
Yeah.
Goose, you want to talk about the first one? Or you
Mr. McClurkin?
Mr. McClurkin, yeah. I know that's your guy.
No, don't be on
I just
oh dear Lord.
So when I saw this this topic and I saw some of the things he was saying, so I know he came out a little while ago. So now I guess
he went back in.
He's saying that he's interested in women, but he doesn't know if he'll ever be able to marry a woman or whatnot because he doesn't know what they want. You know what I mean? So initially I was like, wow, because I know he came out, but then I had a thought. I was like, well, if people that were straight can now be gay, why can't people who are gay now be straight?
Right. Perfect sense to me. So can I read you what his quote was, what he literally said?
Yeah. What did he say?
So he said that, and I'm quoting, he'll likely be alone forever due to his sexuality. Donnie McClurkin is opening up again about his sexuality. He revealed in a recent episode of TV One's Uncensored that he may end up alone for the rest of his life. He's 61 years old. He previously opened up years ago about his past struggles with homosexuality, which he calls a perversion, and claimed that he was able to suppress his sexual orientation, citing his and many Christian churches' stances on homosexuality as a sin. He admitted that he still had urges to be with men, but chose not to. Comparing sexuality to diabetes, he said, and I quote, "I don't eat sugar, but it doesn't mean that I don't want sugar."
So he's still gay.
No, I wouldn't say he's still gay,
but he chooses
not to practice
to
homosexuality.
have a straight.
But he's still struggling with those thoughts.
But
I mean, to me, it's like, being on crack. And you get off drugs or alcohol. You know what I mean? You once certain addictions or certain things happen to you, it's an everyday struggle. And that's how maybe that's how that type of sin is viewed. You know what I mean? He has to struggle with that. That's this cross he got to bear.
Right.
And if he that's we all have something we struggling with.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's messed up that he wasn't, doing what he wanted to do based off of how people see him. You dig what I'm saying? How people going to think. You dig what I'm saying?
I don't think it's how people going to think. I think he's torn but I think he's also torn between what he reads in the Bible. Right. You know what I mean? Like that's
yeah.
He's wrestling.
Homosexuality is a sin, according to him.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's also said in there, treat others the way you want them to treat you.
But is that a sin?
No.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is,
I didn't know.
If I'm happy and I'm not hurting you, why are you?
Well, I don't think it's that people don't support him. Like everybody,
that sin, like I'm in trouble then.
No, the gospel community has supported him and many other formerly homosexual men. And that's the kind of like taboo to say it, but there are people out here, men and women, who were formerly homosexual or may have committed a homosexual act. I mean, it's no different than, somebody doing drugs or drinking alcohol or anything like that. Yeah. So, I mean, I applaud him for, especially as a man and a Black man, coming out and saying that, because, I'm sure he knows the type of backlash he'll get from some people. But I mean, that's just his struggle. Yeah. Some people struggle with not wanting to smoke. I mean, it don't mean you don't have to yearn for a cigarette.
Is he happy? Because
he didn't seem like he was unhappy.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, but he's also an entertainer.
I mean, but look, we thought Robin Williams was happy.
Right.
All these years. Right. You just don't know.
And what's the other one's name that killed himself? The celebrity chef.
Right.
He had 17 shows on the Food Network.
Exactly. So, I mean, that doesn't equal, we know that doesn't equal happiness. He may very well be happy. Yeah. He may be okay with, what? This is how I got to live. This is it. This is just how I choose to live. And he may very well be okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but being okay with it doesn't mean that it's okay.
Well, he feels that it's okay. So it's
Okay. You like it, I love it. What were you gonna say, Justin?
I'm just trying to make the world a better place.
Are you?
Well, I was gonna something Tyra said that I partially disagree with. I kind of forgot what it was that she said exactly, but my thought on it was the fact that you have a majority of gay people will say, or I guess you would say that people in the community, I guess they would say that it was not a choice for them. It's something that they felt, and it's something that they that they were, whatever the case may be, and for someone to I mean, like, if you're just going to change up, like, that's why when these people say, like that guy, we was joking before, the guy, I am delivered. Like, if those people are saying that this is something that chose them, not something they chose, basically, in a sense, then I'm not buying any of those videos of I've been delivered and all like that. If that's really what it is, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to choose to be one way, but you really are another way, is in a sense to continue to live a lie, in my opinion.
Makes
my
sense.
personal opinion.
Well, no, I don't think he's. I don't think he's living a. He's just saying like
he doesn't.
Although I would love to pick up a cigarette and smoke it. Like, in my heart,
I love cigarettes. Okay, that's what it was.
But because I know it's bad for me, I'm gonna choose not to commit the act.
Right,
but that doesn't mean
that was something that they chose, but they had to choose it once.
Yeah.
And the majority of people, no, hear me out. You had to choose to pick up that cigarette. You had to choose, unless like, you're a baby born to an addiction. You had to choose to pick up the cigarette, choose to pick up the pipe, choose to pick up the drink, whatever the case may be. But a majority of the people in the community would tell you that's not something they chose. It chose them.
Yeah, they were born that way.
They were born that way.
That's what they're saying.
So I think comparing it to an addiction is not. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah,
I think that's inaccurate.
I agree. I agree with you on that 100%. I think it's pretty sad that he's kind of resolving himself that he has to be alone for the rest of his life, because if he chooses to be with a man, he's committing a sin. I think it's pretty effed up.
Well, I would have to ask somebody of the cloth, and I don't want to get into this conversation.
But it depends on who you ask.
I would want to. No. I'm gonna tell you. I would want to ask someone of the cloth: is the sin being homosexual, or is the sin acting upon your homosexuality? Because in this situation, it seems like he's choosing to not act upon his homosexuality,
right?
Although he's still homosexual. So what I mean, of course, no one sin is better than the other, but is he still committing sin because he's homosexual, or is he not committing that sin because he's not acting upon it? I would have to ask somebody that knows a lot better than me.
Yeah, I know. Yep. No.
Yeah, I don't know.
When you find out, let us know.
I just let people live. I don't know. You do you, as long as you're not hurting nobody.
And I'm like you said, you're gonna get different answers from whoever you ask. You can ask a rabbi, an imam, a priest, a minister. You're gonna get different, and you're gonna get a different response every time, I think.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, let us know what y'all think. All right. Yeah. And while y'all letting us know what y'all think, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/New Twist Radio. Subscribe to the channel and tell some of y'all friends to tell some other friends to subscribe to the channel too. Let's make this a family affair. All right. And if you missed any portion of the show, you can just come right back to the same link and check out any parts of the show that you would like to check out.
Yep. All right. So then that takes us into Miss Niecy Nash.
Oh boy!
Did you watch the Red Table Talk?
Yeah, I did watch the Red Table Talk.
Okay, because I didn't get a chance to. But
now this is almost like the opposite, right?
It's the opposite, correct? Because now, Tyra, you said that she had been married to two men prior.
Yeah, and one of them was a pastor. She was a first lady.
Okay.
Of a church.
And now, with this past August, she married
A
woman, Jessica Betts.
Mm-hmm.
And she came out as openly gay. Like, she kicked the door off the hinges. Like, nobody knew Niecy Nash liked women.
So what did she say in the interview?
She was saying that she didn't, like, she was never really interested in women. Like, never, she said she didn't think of women like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't so much that she was a woman, that she was more interested in like her essence, her character, and like who she was and how she treated her. And that's where the attraction came in.
Makes sense to me.
And she was just like, it was just basically on and popping from there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And
if I could kind of sum it up.
did she say anything about like how, like, are her kids supportive? Or?
Oh yeah, they talked about talking to their parents, because I think one of them, their parents, is like in a long line of clergy. I forgot which one.
Yeah.
But they had to go.
It wasn't Niecy Nash parents.
It was Betts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so they went to her grandmom and went to Niecy Nash's grandmom, and like basically everybody wished them well and that they were glad, they were happy.
See, okay, so then why is that so? Then why the thing with Donnie McClurkin? I know that's kind of bad.
I think because it's a double standard. I think because it's a man. It's like a lot of times we give women the okay to step out there and try it. Like if she try it once and then she goes and gets married and she lives her life, she's fine. People would be like, "Oh no, she a lesbian. You go one time, one time, you always a lesbian." But for a guy to say, "Okay, I had an encounter with a guy." And now I'm married, and you know I'm not like that no more. Nah, that nigga gay. You gay. You know, you don't give. Here's a double standard. We don't give men the leeway to explore and come back if they want to.
Men, we don't give each other that leeway either.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's such a big controversy over Donnie McClurkin, and he's gotten the brunt of that. You know, that double standard. But
it's kind of weird because it's kind of different in his situation. In his situation, it wasn't an experiment. It was how he felt.
No, it wasn't.
Niecy Nash was saying the same thing. It was how she felt.
It was how she felt.
Right at the moment.
At the moment.
But she said, I'm not going to say I wasn't in love with my husbands. Like, she felt that way about them at one point, too.
Right. And I'm sure she was.
But then we'll brandish, like, Niecy Nash and this girl could get divorced. Niecy could marry a man and the world would be okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But if Donnie McClurkin marry a woman, it's going
to be
was she gay? Always gay.
You're absolutely right.
They would tear him a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want to be with women.
Oh, now you want to be with women. I don't trust it. She might be transgender. You know, you just never know.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
it's a double standard at work here.
It totally is.
So Niecy Nash is the same one that said a blowjob a day keep
your husband. Yes.
I wonder if that still apply. Hey,
here you go. You hear him?
I hear him. I'm just not going to respond.
I'm just thinking. That's all.
I remember, and then it was like she said that, and then she was getting a divorce, and I was like, wait a minute, wasn't she just giving BJs? I mean, like, what the world?
Well, obviously, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of wives out there who give BJs and their husbands stepped out. So obviously, that's not the answer.
Clearly, because anybody could give a BJ.
Oh, Lord. I'm mad at you for that. My goodness. We are a mess.
I'm sure you didn't see that.
Yes, I did.
No, I thought there was a bug on my arm, and I
jumped up.
It was my arm rest.
Look at this one. Look at here he come.
All right, so
So, are we moving along?
Yeah, we are moving along.
That's right, Ryan.
Y'all nasty.
Hey, a blowjob a day. Here you go with your mouth.
You're home sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Niecy, I'm thinking we're still talking about Donnie McClurkin.
Oh my!
Did we get all our Niecy Nash comments out?
I think so.
I think that was it. Let's
okay. Because I'm just going to take this banner out. That's why I want.
Oh, okay.
This is stuff that goes on in the newsroom that y'all are hearing on
TV. So we're doing the toxic.
Okay, so we're moving on to toxic monogamy.
Yeah.
Like,
Y'all split it?
Yeah, no, I had no idea.
I had no idea. I was like, what the heck is that? So here, now I'm getting ready to tell y'all
to the
what
point of toxicity.
toxic monogamy culture, as defined by the idea of the prevalent love that is monogamous in nature, is a relatively new concept that has percolated. Sorry, just my glasses. Throughout society and can be seen in elements of relationships within the community. Toxic monogamy displays signs of codependency, which manifests in a way that have invariably toxic outcomes. However, it's very hard to identify as it's romanced and sent out as a narrative of true limitless love. Instead of being seen as the problematic behavior that it is, it even goes on to solidify gender roles within the relationship, further consecrating that socially acceptable relationships are heteronormative in nature and therefore further marginalizing relationships that are anything but heteronormative. Heteronormative,
That was
seriously?
Yeah, like, can I give an example?
Like things that are normal between heterosexuals to me.
So I have one sentence. Okay.
Come on with the terms.
Toxic monogamy is defined as a cultural institution that has been interpreted and practiced in ways that are unhealthy. Example number one: if you truly love someone, you will never be attracted to anyone else.
Oh, that's crap.
That's crap.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Okay.
All my Instagram.
Exactly. Goose be like, look at her. She cute. Oh, look at this booty. I mean, like, are you kidding me? So you're saying that if I love you, I can never find another man handsome.
Right. It makes me blind.
Never find another woman pretty. Yeah. You can like that makes no sense to me. That sounds like an abusive relationship.
But I don't think that's
a long term. Dumb.
I don't think you should call that toxic monogamy. That's toxic for that person. You know, that's an individual thing.
Yeah. So I mean, like,
person.
Yeah, but that person is in a monogamous relationship.
But you know, people get these this delusion of grandeur, like, oh, we're so in love and it's gonna be romantic.
Right. He's not gonna look at any other woman but me.
Really?
That's lies.
Exactly.
Right.
That's to toxic monogamy.
Yes.
Another example is the relationship. I love R. Another example is the relationship always comes first, right? So it's saying that toxic monogamy dictates the hierarchy of love. So, for instance, say a friend doesn't approve of something that you're doing, right? Or in your relationship. Then this toxic person may say to you, oh, but the relationship is the center of our universe. You can't take advice or listen to any of your friends because the relationship is us. It's only us. Whatever happens here is what happens. Weird.
But that's what they tell people all the time, to keep your whatever is going on in your relationship between you and not outsiders. They say that to people all the time.
If you have a tiff with your dude, your husband or your spouse, you don't call your best friend like, girl, well, this is what I call my girlfriend. Like, well, he said this, and then I said this, and then we talk it through. And
right.
I don't think there's anything wrong with getting an opinion from a friend other than your spouse, because then like you're never gonna like change anything. You know what I mean? Like he's thinking this way, you're thinking this way. If you can't compromise because the relationship is toxic, like it's like a vicious cycle. You agree?
No, I think if you got a problem, you should tell the person before you go running their damn body.
Well, yeah, you should. I don't think there's anything wrong with discussing a conversation that you had that may have been an argument with a friend. I don't think.
I mean, if you want to,
see, this is the thing with
you don't want to take that other person's opinion.
But see, this is the thing.
Relationship.
What?
Now you tell Sally and Jane everything that's going on, and then when your dude come around, they like that. Look at that, ain't nothing.
Oh, and that happens all.
Yes, that happens all the time because I do be
then
like.
You get your girlfriends cussed out, kick the hell out of my house. Don't bring your funky ass around here no more.
You think he's abusive? Like I know on this show sometimes. Like what?
He's so totally not this.
I know. Like what the world is happening here?
No, I'm just giving my opinion based off of the scenario.
All right. Another example is your romantic partner needs to fulfill every single emotional, social, and physical need that you have.
Crazy.
That's too much. That's like codependency, isn't it?
Yes. You will definitely be disappointed if you're expecting your partner to do that. You will definitely, that marriage won't last because that's just not going to happen.
No. So it says that this myth is deeply rooted in the concept of the nuclear family. Y'all know what that is, right?
Yeah.
The nuclear family?
Nuclear family.
Husband, wife, 2 kids.
The idea that a small
white picket fence
group of blood-related people within a limited number of generations, usually just 2, creates the best environment for love, growth, and family connection. Well, we know that's not true in our family because once you come to Thanksgiving or Christmas one time, we all cousins.
For real, Tara, I feel some kind of way.
Am I lying? Exactly.
Yeah,
right. You come to one friends and family, we cousins.
Listen.
Because look,
we stick together,
right? Somebody that don't bring people around. She's like, because y'all know how to let people go.
Oh,
yes.
We know who that cousin is. Wink, wink. All right.
You know you, girl.
Yep. The next example is sufficiently passionate and true love will always overcome practical incompatibilities.
Lies
and apple pies.
Lies and apple pies.
Yep. It says this one can be a sad reality to hold for a lot of people. It's so romantic to believe that love conquers all, but it's not always true. Yeah, because people get divorced every day.
That's right.
The relationship does not always have to come first, and sometimes it needs to take a back seat to self-identity, personal happiness and dreams, and or simply being able to live the life you want to live. This doesn't make that love or connection any less passionate or true, only incompatible.
Absolutely. You know, because
she
say don't do something, I do what I want to do.
Every day.
Don't care.
All day. Every day. All right. This one like kind of annoyed me because I hate jealousy, but jealousy and possessiveness are an indicator of love if you love being abused.
Oh my God.
I added that part.
But you know what? A lot of people, that's how especially a lot of women get sucked in. They see this man jealous, like, oh, why he looking at you? And you think that's so cute until he punch you in the face when you try and walk out the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Jealousy is a natural human emotion that most people experience in many aspects of life, including romance. It is normal to expect jealousy to arise when a partner shows affection or love, or what's interpreted as affection towards another person. Well, you really shouldn't be showing love towards another person, though, right?
But yeah, you can because it's love. It's not in love.
Oh, well, yeah.
Right.
Oh, because I mean, I guess that can be like towards your kids too, right? Like you think.
Yeah, some spouses do get jealous of the kids.
Yeah. That kind of sucks. It's okay to feel jealous, and it's healthy to talk about these feelings with your loved one. But jealousy is not an excuse to control a partner or blame your feelings on them. Possessiveness and control are not loving behaviors, people. In any type of relationship, whether it's
in a friendship, any kind
your
of
best friend, your kid, none of that.
Yeah,
none of that. Affection and love are in limited supply. That's a lie. That's like saying I can't love both my kids. Like I don't love them equally.
Right.
Oh. A zero-sum game. You ever hear that?
No.
So that refers to a situation where one player's gain is exactly balanced by another player's loss. You understand that?
Yeah. So if you lose $100, I'll find $100.
Right.
Yep. So in a relationship, this translates to the idea that when your partner feels love or affection for someone else, they will now feel less love and affection for you. This sounds like somebody has a mental health illness.
That's what I said when I read the first. I was like, this person is crazy.
Yeah. So the mindset leads to behaviors that enforce greediness, selfishness, and hoarding of love. That's crazy. Where partners may try to control or reserve actions, words, and emotional investment. Like if you have to do that, like if you have to do that, I don't want to be with you. Like
exactly.
I don't want you to be with me because you're cuckoo could chill.
Yeah, I don't understand how it's all these fine people on this planet, but now you just want me just to only have eyes for you.
Yeah, like that's never
what the song said. Only have eyes for you.
That's never gonna happen. And it's all TV and movies that made it.
It is.
What?
It is.
And Instagram.
Yeah. And the people that accuse their mates of that, they definitely looking at us. You have eyes. You can't help but to see.
Right.
Exactly.
That drives me crazy. Like that drives me insane.
Now following them around the market is a different thing.
That's thing's fault.
You know what I mean? Crashing your car because you staring at the booty so long is a different thing.
Yeah, apply the brake first.
Apply the brake.
Yes, okay. Don't crash up my car.
That's what I got on those toxic monogamy, Justin. So
Toxic
I think it's safe to say that none of us are in that type of relationship.
I don't think so.
Toxic monogamy almost sounds abusive.
It totally does sound abusive.
It's mentally sounds mentally abusive.
Yeah, it sounds like jealousy, like over the top jealousy.
Sketchrow made a comment there. That said he make an entire song about his wife.
Oh, that was because our dad had put something in there, some Biggie lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See?
What?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Shout out to Sketchrow and R. Dot.
Yeah. Oh, probably my wife don't discuss them. Yeah.
What was the other thing I wanted to mention to y'all? Oh, the verses. We gotta watch the verses tonight, y'all.
Which verses?
It's a verses.
Earth,
is it the Earth, Wind, and Fire one tonight?
Isley Brothers.
Yeah.
Really?
Starts in 9 minutes. I'm just saying.
Are you serious? Yeah. All right, I see that. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get to our final twist.
Our final twist.
Final twist.
So you don't get a. I'm gonna go last.
Okay. Want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So mine is nothing sucks more than that moment in an argument when you realize you were wrong.
All right.
I don't know nothing about that.
What's yours, Goose?
Live from the pit of hell.
Don't let others define your success.
That's right.
Success isn't a destination. Success is the journey. As long as you still going on the path to meet your goals and dreams, consider yourself to be successful.
Amen.
Okay.
I like it.
Woo! It's my turn, huh? If you have ever listened to the New Twist show back in the day, you would have heard this a lot. It ain't about who you know, it's about who knows you. So go out there, meet some people, and market yourself. You never know who's watching.
Good.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I love that. Excellent.
All right. And for the final thought, George Floyd is not on trial. Derek Chauvin is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Amen. Amen.
And he going to jail.
I don't know about that.
See?
I hope so.
He going to jail.
Yeah, because their argument sucks.
Yeah,
their argument
he watches it every single day.
Sit around church every day.
Getting angry.
Yes. Like, I need me a cup of chamomile tea.
We need some relief, please.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see what kind of angle the defense really is going to try to pull.
You know what?
They're trying to say the crowd.
Go ahead.
They're trying to say that the crowd was a threat. And so that's why
he the crowd
and distracting. Yes. It was like 7 people.
Threat and distracting.
7 people from the land of misfit toys. Come on.
Exactly. Let me tell you, if you look at the end of that video, he was comfortable. It was an arrogance about him. The way he did it was almost vengeful.
Yeah,
and anybody with eyes can see that.
He knew nothing was going to happen to him.
Because he knew that nothing was going to happen to him, or so he thought.
That's exactly.
I'm curious to see who the defense is going to call as witnesses besides his mama.
Okay. You know he got some friends.
Or not. Our 5th co-host.
He stole that from me, right?
Who stole what from her?
You.
Yeah.
Your final thought.
Oh, he knows damn well I ain't steal that.
Oh Lord.
He knows damn well I ain't steal that from him. Don't even try it, boy. Way out there, boy.
And on that note, thank you for coming out. God bless you.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, once again, thank you for checking out the 10-7 show. Make sure you text us, join our text community, 215-486-0335. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel that's the New Twist Radio YouTube channel at youtube.com/New Twist Radio. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as you can see right up there, at New Twist Radio. And you can catch this show later on today. I'm going to play it again later on today on the New Twist Radio Facebook page. And you can check us out on Apple, iHeartRadio, Google, Spreaker, Spotify, Amazon, and all that good stuff.
Instagram.
Wherever you listen to your podcast. So for Tyra, Goose, and myself, we are out of here. We'll talk to y'all next week. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all.
Have a good week, y'all.
Peace out, y'all.